The Clockmaker's Hidden Hour. English Story Level 4. In the old district of Brindleport, a small clock shop stood between a bakery and a bookbindery. Few people visited it, for most thought the clocks inside were too old-fashioned. But the shop's owner, an elderly man named Aldrin, carried a quiet mystery with him. His clocks never ticked too fast or too slow. They were perfect, almost too perfect, as if they followed a secret rhythm the world had forgotten. Every day, Aldrin worked alone at his polished wooden desk. He didn't sell many clocks, yet he never appeared worried about money. What people didn't know was that his clocks held fragments of a special magic known as the Hidden Hour. According to legend, the Hidden Hour was a sliver of time tucked between midnight and the first second of the new day, a moment invisible to ordinary eyes. Only a few gifted artisans could access it, and Aldrin was one of them. One chilly evening, a curious girl named Mira wandered into the shop. She had a knack for noticing unusual things, and the silence inside the shop drew her in. On the shelves, she saw clocks of all shapes and sizes, silver pocket watches, grand pendulums, and tiny glass timers. But one clock caught her attention, a golden timepiece whose hands spun backward, but never reached the starting point. Aldrin noticed her staring and explained softly that the clock was unfinished. He said it could measure moments that existed outside normal time, moments of clarity, courage, or memory that people often overlooked. When Mira asked how a clock could measure something so abstract, Aldrin only smiled and invited her to watch him work. Day after day, Mira returned. She learned to polish gears, repair springs, and tune delicate mechanisms. She also noticed something strange. Whenever Aldrin worked on the golden clock, the world around them grew still. The ticking of nearby clocks softened. Even the air felt thicker, as though time itself were holding its breath. One night, as a violent storm raged outside, Aldrin finally revealed his secret. He told Mira that the Hidden Hour was growing unstable. If it collapsed, all time would speed up uncontrollably. Days would feel like minutes, and memories would blur into confusion. The golden clock was meant to stabilize the Hidden Hour by capturing its energy and redistributing it across the normal hours. But Aldrin was weak. His hands trembled as he worked, and Mira could tell he didn't have the strength to complete the clock alone. The storm outside grew louder, rocking the shop's windows. Clocks began ticking unevenly, their rhythms falling out of sync. It was clear that time itself was starting to unravel. Aldrin placed the final gear onto the desk and turned to Mira. He said she possessed the sensitivity needed to feel the Hidden Hour, something he had sensed the moment she walked into the shop. The golden clock responded to her presence, its gears humming softly. Trembling with nervousness, Mira picked up a tiny screwdriver and began adjusting the delicate mechanisms. As she worked, the shop fell into absolute silence. Every clock stopped ticking. The storm vanished. Mira found herself surrounded by a glowing silver mist, the gateway to the Hidden Hour. Within it, threads of time floated like shimmering ribbons. She reached out with the golden clock, letting it absorb the threads one by one. Each thread tightened the mechanism, balancing the flow of time. When the final thread fused with the clock, a soft chime echoed through the mist. Mira blinked, and the world returned. The storm resumed, but softer. The clocks ticked again, steady and calm. Aldrin smiled, tears glistening in his eyes. Mira had done what he no longer could. She had saved the Hidden Hour. The next morning, the golden clock sat proudly in the shop window. People passing by felt oddly comforted when they saw it, though they didn't know why. As for Mira, she continued working at the shop, learning not just how to fix clocks, but how to listen to the rhythm of time itself, a rhythm she would one day protect on her own.